Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Harawan Ban Yasharal of the Lion's Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Also, salutations to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Harab Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lion's Den Camp of Yasharala here in Jacksonville, Florida. And now today I'll be coming out with a little quick hit. And I was watching this video, and a few scriptures came to, you know what I'm saying, my life through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. But without further ado, I'm play this excerpt.
According to the recent Pentagon report on China's military power, China's Dongfeng 17, or DF-17, medium-range ballistic missile, MRBM, powered by DF-ZF, hypersonic glide vehicle, HGV, is intended to attack foreign military installations and fleets in the Western Pacific. The report, released on November 29th, described China as the most consequential and systemic challenge to our national security and a free and open international system. It stated in no ambiguous terms that PLA's missile force was transforming thanks to that particular missile. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why the Pentagon is wary of the Chinese DF-17 powered DF-ZF hypersonic glide vehicle. Let's get started. This video is sponsored. The hypersonic missile grabbed attention when it debuted in October 2019 at a military parade marking the 70th anniversary of Communist Party rule in China. Later, in 2021, the PLA conducted its first known hypersonic test involving the glide vehicle in the spring of 2021, which unnerved the United States.
He said it unnerved the United States. See, when you doing wrong and you doing wickedly, you dread and you hope that whoop don't come to, we'll say, whoop don't come to your ass. But with the wickedness that the border of wickedness has been doing and has done around the four corners of the earth, it's time for that to come back on. Which you reap what you sow, basically. So, according to Obadiah, what does it say? I've made it. What the Lord say? I've made thee small, among the heathen, and thou art greatly despised. So, China don't like Babylon, i.e., America, very much. So, the fact that these other nations are, we'll say, producing or arming themselves with possible or nuclear capable weaponry, now America is scared. Now America has a problem. But as long as no other nations in the world had nukes and America was the only one that had them, oh, everything was cool. Everything was right. But let's continue.
The hypersonic glide vehicle is launched to extremely high altitudes using DF-17, where it skips across the Earth's upper atmosphere and then glides.
It says it skips across the Earth's atmosphere. What does the Lord say in His Word, in the Scriptures? Roughly paraphrasing, my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Back, attaining hypersonic speed that's more than Mach 5. The Pentagon's 2021 China report stated the DF-17 passed several tests successfully and is deployed operationally. While the DF-17 is primarily a conventional platform, it may be equipped with nuclear warheads. The system is thought to have a range of 2,500 kilometers or 1,550 miles. The range gives it the ability to hit American bases in the region. It could hit U.S. military infrastructure in Yokosuka, Japan, and South Korea. Citing a claim by a Chinese military expert, the Pentagon added that the primary purpose of the DF 17 is striking bases and fleets in the Western Pacific. The system, deployed in 2020, is thought to have replaced some outdated short ranged ballistic missile SRBM systems, the DoD added, citing Chinese media. This is in sync with Chinese analysts' assertions that the missile could strike U.S. Pacific bases with its high speed and camouflage. There hasn't been much information regarding the capacity to attack aircraft carriers, but some reports from China indicate that it was capable of doing so. It's to be noted that if armed with a tactical nuke, the system will not have to hit a carrier directly, and a blast in the vicinity could be enough to cripple an American supercarrier. Intercepting any missile is a difficult task, but HGVs are an even harder nut to crack. Due to its high speed, low trajectory, and maneuverability, the HGV can successfully penetrate advanced air defenses in circumstances where more conventional systems would likely fail. Earlier, a report in the Global Times said that U.S. air defense systems, including THAAD, SM-3, and Patriot missiles deployed in South Korea, Japan, the island of Taiwan, and on U.S. warships, will not work against the DF-17.
Said it will not work. What did the Lord say again? Roughly paraphrasing. When the weapons of his indignation are shot into the heavens and they come down in this place and nothing can stop them. What? The Lord's what? His missiles, his arrows are going to hit its mark. The Lord's spirit, he going to put his spirit in those arrows, i.e. the ICBM missiles, to hit its target.
The U.S. has earlier acknowledged China's growing missile capability and the threats that they bring in. For instance, the Pentagon has shifted attention to strengthening Guam's missile defense to shield it from China's long range missile, DF 26, which has the range to strike the critical Anderson Air Base.
You cannot defend against a nuclear capable weapon. It will not happen.
Even though U.S. Patriot and THAAD batteries protect the region, they're not designed to defend against an incoming hypersonic projectile like the DF-ZF. The U.S. is working on hypersonic defense, but the project is still in the works. So currently, the American commanders in the region don't have a counter to this Chinese weapon. China has criticized the Pentagon's report, however, as evident concerns in the United States regarding the DF 17 powered DF ZF is legitimate. Subscribe for more.
Salakia. But anyways, let's get to it. Uh this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about it. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Take vengeance upon her as she hath done. Do unto her." So what? It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. Meaning these other nations are going to mobilize. They're going to team up. They're already allying themselves with each other against America. And it says, all ye that bend the boat, all nuclear capable countries, or countries that have the nuclear capabilities to use these armaments, you know, to shoot at this place. It says, spare no arrows, mean don't hold nothing back. Why? Because this place, America, has sinned against Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. It has sinned against the Lord. And it says, shout against her round about. When you shout against something, you coming up against it. Shout against her round about. Surround this place. Shoot missiles from every which way possible onto this place. It says she hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. This place, the foundations of this place is fallen. It says her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she hath done, do unto her. So the same thing that America has been doing around the four corners of the earth to these other nations, well, this is the vengeance of Yahweh Bashim Shai for these other nations to do the same thing to America. It says what? The foundations are fallen and the walls are thrown down. Meaning this is the place of unwalled villages, and I'm going to get that in a second. So the Lord is going to take vengeance on this place. So without, let's continue. Salaki, let me go to my. You know what? One more before I leave Jeremiah. Let me see. Verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it, round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord Yahweh and against the Holy One of Israel. So I'll call together the archers, i.e. these other nations that have the nuclear capabilities to shoot these arrows, i.e. missiles, also known as ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and they're going to have nuclear payloads. Call ye together, meaning these other countries are going to come together. Everyone that bend the bow, camp about this place, surround it. Be ready to bring the smoke, or bring the inferno, I should say. Let none thereof escape, meaning if you ain't lined up with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua and you haven't been living righteously according to the scriptures, that's what. Let none escape, meaning ain't nothing of America gonna be left. And it says what? Recompense her according to her work. So the same thing that America was doing around the four corners of the earth, this place, the what it is, the daughter of Babylon, the harlot that sits on the scarlet covered beast, just like she have done, do unto her. Because this place has been proud against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and against the Holy One of Israel. My last point. Let's go to Ezekiel 38. It says, thus saith the Lord, it shall also, Salakia, I'm going to read that again. It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up unto the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, having neither bars nor gates. So it's going to come to pass that the Lord is going to take and put what? An evil thought in these other nations' heart, i.e. their la'abs, their minds, in the hearts of their leaders, their supposed presidents, their heads. And it's going to come into their mind, and they're going to think an evil thought. And what's that evil thought? That evil thought is they're going to attack America. They're going to mobilize against America. And that's when they're going to say, yeah, we finna go up what? Against the land of unwalled villages. The foundations of this place are thrown down and the walls are falling. There is no protection here. If you ain't protected of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you have no protection. So these other nations are going to think to come against this place. And for the people that are here that are at rest, that think they're dwelling safely, dwelling without protection, dwelling without walls, having neither bars, gates, nor bars, guess what? They're going to get destroyed. Just like America. And with that, Shalom.